What's up everyone? Welcome back to the Yacht Addiction YouTube channel. The super yacht in front of us is named BW. This yacht was first delivered in 2007 and it's had a refit in 2022. BW is part of the Benetti Tradition series. It's 100 feet long. It's basically what you get when you take all of the years of Benetti's experience building super yachts, it crams it into a 100-foot form, and the result is a pretty spectacular yacht in the 100-foot category. The beam is 23 feet and 5 inches, and it has a draft of 6 feet. This yacht is listed for sale by Worth Avenue Yachts, so we're gonna head on board and do a complete tour of this 100-foot Benetti. Inside, you have 4 different staterooms, sleeping up to 8 different guests, and you have room for 6 crew. It also manages to fit the owner's cabin on the main deck. We're gonna slip our shoes off and make our way on board. Actually, I misspoke. I'm about to head over to the rear of the yacht. So I want to show you what it looks like from the aft garage. And we're gonna take a peek inside too while we're doing this tour. But really quick, here's a shot. You can see the transom wall folds down and then you have your tender storage in there. Like I said, we'll go down and check that out, but I just wanted to show that off in the beginning. If you're unfamiliar, Benetti is an Italian super yacht builder, and they build a wide variety of sizes of super yachts all the way up to mega yachts. They have many years of experience in this industry.
I watch all your videos.
Oh, thank you.
You're doing a good job.
Thank you.
Really. You can't get off.
Oh, in the wild, we just got recognized. I think that's the first time that ever happened while filming. That was kind of cool. But if we come around to this aft deck, you'll see the bench seating area. And then to get into this main salon, we do have to punch in a code on this powered door. So let me turn the camera away because I don't want you to see. This is top secret. And here we go into the main salon. You have a little seating area right here. You could dine here if you wanted to. And you'll also see a staircase right here. This actually leads to the VIP cabin. All the guest cabins are on the lower level, but they are split with the staircases that you access them from. Here you have your main living area in the main salon. You have this lovely furniture. And then a TV, of course, that pops up right here. I like how they have the artwork behind that. It actually looks like there is a frame TV of some sort mounted right here. And then you have, I'm not sure if there's another TV or maybe they removed it and now it's just storage. Either way, I was gonna say it's nice that they have the art and the TV aligned with each other, but this works too. Stepping forward, I thought this was kind of cool. You have a side access door right here, but it's actually shielded by that wood panel door. So it has a much better, at least physical appearance. And then continuing forward, we have the day head. And then, as mentioned, we have the owner's stateroom on this main deck, which is very impressive for a yacht of this size. And also just take a look at how long this hallway is that leads to the owner's cabin. We'll just peek into the ensuite while we're here. You have a double vanity, the separate rainfall shower, and then the jetted soaking tub over here, and of course the toilet. So this is a really good ensuite size for a yacht of this size. And then if we continue forward, here is the main deck owner suite. You have obviously the TV that pops up, and here's a good shot of the profile of this yacht. You have that beautiful classic super yacht look from Benetti, crammed into 100 feet. But don't worry, you don't feel crammed in at all when you're actually inside. You have all the beautiful woodwork throughout. You have a little dressing table. Then here is a walk-in closet. You also have tons of closet space and storage in these panels as well. And right here. So plenty of storage.
It's called a Benetti tradition, which is not in production anymore.
So we're going to head down this staircase, and we have 2 additional guest cabins here. We have 4 cabins total, so you have the owners on the main deck, 2 from this staircase, and then 1 more from the main salon from that staircase that we saw. We saw the staircase. We're going to see the VIP cabin shortly. Don't worry. Rainfall showers even in the 3rd and 4th cabins. That door is trying to prevent us from focusing. There we go. TV on the wall, of course, and across the hall, you have a very similar stateroom. But even these ones, which technically are the 3rd and 4th cabin, are the smallest cabins, they're still a really good size. I don't think you're going to have any complaints from your guests on this one. And I think some clients have come on board, so we're going to work around them as best as possible.
Hey.
Hi. So let's head on this one. And if it wasn't for the windows on that main deck master, I think this would be a great alternative as an owner's cabin as well. The only thing that isn't good is the windows are much smaller. Obviously you got so much natural light in that other cabin. But as a VIP, it's basically just as nice, is what I'm trying to say. You have the settee over here. And here's a bigger flat screen TV even. And similar to before, of course, if the 3rd and 4th have it, this one will too. You have the rainfall shower. And then let's check out the closet. And this is a really good size. This is walk-in as well. And of course, little dressing table. So it's actually not connected from this side, which makes sense as, obviously, like I said, it's a little bit smaller of a yacht.
The master. So remember, you have 2 VIP.
But through this side, we will find the galley. So you have a Miele induction cooktop, your Miele oven, you have your integrated dishwasher, the double sink by the window, and then you can see all of these drawers for freezers and refrigeration, as well as the commercial fridge and freezers right here. So even though it's a pretty slim galley, you also have tons of provision storage right here. I still think it's a big enough galley at least. And it's really well equipped, so that's always a plus. And there is a door right here, so the crew can easily get out onto the decks. And then down here is the crew mess. So I like that they have really nice finishes and woodwork and the stone counters in here. Obviously there's additional appliances, the commercial washer and dryer. They have a pretty good sized TV, the table with the seating that wraps around. And of course the crew needs to be aware of what's going on. So they do have the camera system they can monitor, and you can monitor all the tanks from this system as well. And we're going to take a quick peek. Here is one of the double cabins. And here's what this ensuite looks like. So the shower is right in the front, so it is technically a wet room, but there is a curtain and the rail, so you can curtain off while you're taking a shower, and then the toilet and sink. So still pretty spacious. And like I said, the woodwork is really nice. So that's pretty nice for a crew cabin on a yacht this size. And this one has an even bigger shower back there. So, and as mentioned, there's 6 crew on board. So we saw those 2 cabins, and then you have 2 more bunks in that far room. So this leads us straight back to the galley where we came from. Now we have to go upstairs. And guys, I was so impressed during my initial walkthrough of the Sky Lounge, or not Sky Lounge, this doesn't have a Sky Lounge, of the upper deck area. You'll see what I mean in a moment. We take these stairs up to the bridge. This is technically a tri-deck super yacht, even at 100 feet. You'll see what I mean momentarily, but they do have a multi-tiered 3rd deck. You have the captain's chair right here. Of course, all of your super yacht controls. And then there is some seating and a table behind. Now, we can close this door. So this area obviously can be closed, but then this next little hybrid area is so neat. You have a bar area, but it can be closed off to the elements. So we can close this door. This doesn't have to be a weatherproof door. We come up here and you'll see the bar area right here. So you have an ice maker, refrigeration. You have another coffee maker over here. And then you have a TV right here. So this is also protected from the elements. And this area is where you can actually close this off completely. So right here, there's a window that will close off this section. And then you have the glass doors that you can see right here that hinge across. So this area is where you actually seal off this entrance. But on a beautiful day like today, you can open this wide up. The bar area is perfectly set up to serve this deck. And guys, look at this amazing deck space. We have some built-in chairs. You have a large alfresco dining area. And one thing I noticed downstairs, you don't have the biggest table for dining, but you have these wine fridges over here, and then you'll notice it's rolled up. You can actually enclose this space, it's zippered off. So even if the weather's not the best, you could still dine out here when you enclose off this space. Or, like I said, it's beautiful today, so you have that rolled all the way up. And the overhang hardtop is over all the way to back here.
It doesn't mean that the other will disappear because Musk is offering.
And then additionally, all the way back here, we have some freestanding furniture. So you have the table in the middle with the matching chairs and this long row of bench seating. And this area is covered by a sunshade, which can be removed, of course. So this is definitely my favorite section of the yacht. I think this design is so cool how this can be opened up or closed. Same thing with right here. It's such a versatile space. But we're not done yet. As mentioned, we have a multi-tiered deck above us. So there are stairs on each side, and we'll take them up to this first section. We have some chairs right here. And this gives you a great vantage point off the front. And then behind us, we have 3 steps up. And then here's your official sun deck, complete with a massive section of sun pads. And this, of course, same thing. It's under the shade. You could take this down. And correct me if I'm wrong, I believe, and this just came out for super yachts, I think this is a Starlink antenna, and that's a new system for Wi-Fi and connectivity on these super yachts. I think it's going to be really popular in this space. It's definitely going to change the game because satellite is extremely expensive. So that's interesting to see. And I've seen this on a couple other yachts I've toured as well. So it seems like a lot of different yachts are transitioning to that system. And then I'm not going to open this up. I looked in it previously, but this is just storage for the covers for all of your deck furniture. So I promise you're not missing out because I don't open that up. All right, let's head back down to the cockpit or aft deck where we started. And now we're going to head up to the bow. So you have really wide decks. You also have some pretty thick stainless steel railings. And then we'll curve around to the front. And here you go. You have the equipment for the anchors, as well as another large sun pad across the bow. And guys, if you're enjoying this Benetti 100-foot super yacht tour, make sure to leave a like on the video because it helps pump out the channel to a greater audience, and I greatly appreciate it. And of course, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe. I post a new yacht tour every single week, so if you're enjoying this one, you're going to want to see the rest of the content as well. So let's head down to that garage that we saw in the intro. Excuse me.
You know, the engineer that's there called.
So, this entire transom wall folds down, creating a beach club.
That's it. Surveyor's called.
And then, this is kind of cool, there is a tarp system that you can put up. But if we look inside, you'll see your Williams jet tender. And then it's also connected to the crane. You can see how that would swivel out. And then it releases the tender into the water. You can get to this area from the backside, but we're going to get to the engines through an easier way, because obviously we don't want to crawl through that low area over there. And then you'll also see right here, you have the passerelle that's stored. So depending on how your berths, you might have to extend this out, and you can make your way on board right here. And you can see how that space is taken up on this side by the passerelle.
So far?
Oh, we always do. I've been doing this since
You came from Florida to the Bahamas and I had to come up there. Yeah, you have to park it up, right?
Perfect. All right, guys, so there's so much incredible yacht and living spaces on this one, even though it's only 100 feet. So I must say, to get down to the engine room, it is a little bit of a pain. I was actually incorrect. You do have to take this pretty steep staircase to get down here. It's not attached to that garage, but I still think it's really well lit in here, and you do have full standing headroom. So after you're down here, it's really not that bad. You can see one of the engines here, as well as a generator, and we can walk around here, and you'll see the other engine on this side. This yacht comes with a pair of Cat C18 engines. These are 1,000 horsepower each. Your top speed is around 15 knots. You can cruise at 12 knots, and you'll get about 2,100 nautical miles of range. So, not the fastest yacht in the world, but obviously it's not designed for that. You get a pretty good range performance for a yacht of its size. Overall, not too many complaints on this one. The only thing you could even nitpick is this ladder right here, but other than that, I mean, this yacht has been spectacular, so definitely a big fan of this one. So let's climb back up. What is nice is they do have some really strong stainless steel railings or handles, so it is easy to climb back up, so that's always appreciated. And then we'll close this up behind us. You're good, thank you.
Frank!
There you are. We're waiting. He's coming right back.
All right, so I just wanted to get back inside into a quiet area. Let me know what you think about this Benetti 100 in the comment section down below. And also thank you to Worth Avenue Yachts for granting us access on board. I'm going to show you that view from the owner's stateroom one more time. I hope you enjoyed the tour. We will catch you next time.